Okay, so today we're going to do a 20-minute AMRAP, so that's 20 minutes of work where you're going to work your way through this list as many times as you can. Okay, so everything is just 10 reps, so one round probably won't really take that long. Make sure that you minimise your rest and just try and keep going the whole way through, so you're looking for like perpetual motion. Okay, so it's got 10 overhead squats, floor presses, high pulls, squat thrusts, lateral jump overs and V-tucks. For the overhead squats, I appreciate most of you don't have a barbell at home, but I also appreciate most people really struggle with overhead squats, so that's why I'm holding this broom. If you've got something like this at home, you could do your overhead squats with the broomstick. And just as a heads up, in the CrossFit Open, they are asking people who are doing the no equipment one to have a broomstick, okay? So, not necessarily a waste of a piece of kit to have, okay? Now, so you can do your overhead squats with something like that, or I would suggest that if you're going to do them with an actual weight, a dumbbell or a kettlebell, that you go one hand overhead. A double overhead squat with a weight in each hand is very difficult. Holding the one weight between both hands is very difficult to do. Feel free to have a go. So, one weight, overhead, switching hands halfway through. For the floor presses, you're going to either have a weight in each hand or one in one hand. Okay, so elbows touch the floor, arms fully extend. Have your elbows at about 45 degrees from your body, and you can either go weight in each hand, one or one weight between both hands. It's only 10 reps at a time, so if you've got the option to go a little bit heavier, you could consider doing that. Same with the high pulls. So high pulls, you're going to start with your feet between your toes, directly below you, butt back, chest up, bend your knees, keep your knees out and away from each other, drive up with your legs, and the weight's going to finish just about collarbone height. When you hit that position, let your arms drop again so that weight goes straight back to the floor. You can do it with a dumbbell as well, just hold the dumbbell like that so that it taps the floor. It's a wee bit more awkward, but it'll still work. And then for the squat thrusts, it's only 10, right? It's like I'm cheating you. Okay, 10 squat thrusts. Start off, hands on the floor, in a plank position, jumping your feet close into your hands and then back out for one rep. If you need to make them easier, then you can put your hands up on something. So it doesn't really matter what it is. Depends how much easier you want to make it. The higher the thing is, the easier the movement is. For the lateral jump overs, keep these fairly easy today. There's no need to make them higher like I've suggested on other days. So just jumping over your dumbbell or your kettlebell, or even like a sock or whatever, it's fine. 2-footed jump sideways over the object. And then V-tucks. V-tucks, the only thing touching the floor is your butt. Start off in a little tucked position, extend your legs out and lean back at the same time until you're in like a banana shape. Tuck yourself back in. If you need to make it a little bit easier, you can put your hands on the ground behind you. And if you need to make it easier still, tap your feet off the ground for each rep. 10 reps of each. Work your way through the list. If you want to make it more difficult, use a heavier weight. As many rounds as you can in 20 minutes.